Due to strong language, viewer discretion is advised. Today on Dr. Phil.
Oh my God!
It's the rules of engagement finale, but not every couple is going home happy.
It's a show called The Biggest Loser.
Especially when one fiancé hears,
I'm pregnant. It's not yours.
and princess wonders.
I don't know how we would have sex. Is that physically possible?
Before getting the truth from Dr. Phil.
You just have a really bad attitude. You got a chip on your shoulder.
You're totally singling me out.
You don't like the way I'm treating you. You don't like that you aren't being acknowledged, so...
And it only gets better.
Would you like me to tell you what you want to hear, or do you want me to tell you the truth?
The truth.
You are a brat. Coming up. Let's do it. I want you to get excited about your life.
Here we go, in 10.
Stand by, camera 6.
If it's happening now, we're going to deal with it now.
Stand by, Dr. Phil.
This is going to be a changing day in your life. I'm taking people with real problems and moving them into the Dr. Phil house. I'm going to put you under a microscope. Need a camera here, need one here. I'm putting cameras everywhere to see what really happens behind closed doors. I am moving in with you. How many women do you know who are so obsessed with the idea of walking down the aisle? Now, I'm not talking about the marriage. I'm talking about the getting married part. The wedding, the ring, the dress, the flowers, the cake, the party. Well, before you start picking out your invitations, you need to take some time to ensure that you are ready to say, "Till death do us part." 4 engaged couples have been living in the Dr. Phil house learning my rules of engagement. Take a look at what happened previously.
He doesn't give me enough attention.
If she's not the center of attention, I'm the complete enemy.
Princess Stephanie gets waited on. Then we're not getting married. Well, then we're not getting married.
I walk around scared of a person a third of my size.
You should be scared of him. Well, you threaten him and beat him up to get him to change. Charming.
If Lisa and I end up getting married, this will be wife number 4. I have this dream to change the world of music.
Thinking you're going to be a famous rock star is like me thinking I'm going to be on the cover of Vogue next week. It's just not going to happen. Scott is a male chauvinist. He said, I will be the man and no one will tell me what to do.
You think you're a chauvinist?
I don't know what the Webster's definition of that is.
It was just 3 weeks ago you told her to shove the ring up her.
Tim and I are both 19 years old, and we've been together 2.5 years.
When we found out she was pregnant, it turned our whole life upside down. I don't even have a high school diploma. It's hard enough for us to support ourselves, let alone another human.
You guys strike me as very naive. I got sweatshirts older than you.
Keelan's the first boy I loved. We've dated on and off for 10 years. We have an 11-month-old daughter together. My mom and friends think he might kill me one day. Keelan has slept with more than 300 women.
I still am a boy that wants to live a wild lifestyle. I want Dr. Phil to help me, otherwise I'm going to go to prison.
I lost my friends from you.
Keep telling yourself that.
You strangled one.
I opened the door. Shut the up.
I just hurt for you.
You want to marry into that?
Dr. Phil opened a can of worms.
If you think you should get married, I want you to stand up right now.
What does your fiance wear that you can't stand?
Nothing.
Nothing. There you go.
Scott had 2 cards with different answers on it for the last question.
I don't like cheaters. I feel very uncomfortable. I'm sick to my stomach.
Like that, and now turn to the right. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
I'm going! Just shut
She's so rude and doesn't see it.
You got to really lay into it, Steph.
Honey, I'm 110 pounds.
I know.
How would you want me to lay into this?
Forget it. Let's go. It's a bunch of
What the Look at me.
How many times are we going to get screwed?
What the hell?
These guys are cheating again. Believe it?
It's supposed to be a fun experience, and it's not fun for me. I'm taking off my mic. Go ahead, blame me now.
You guys did nothing but cheat, man.
Old linebackers saying that we cheated. What am I supposed to do? We're sorry, Mr. Linebacker. No.
Seriously.
We don't want to talk about it.
Okay, go pout.
I hate powders.
I was sent here to pamper you. I can give you a nice massage. Mike,
Mike?
let's talk about your fiance.
He's
Wow, that's a strong word.
Yeah.
Hey, chump.
We're not getting married. There's no way. He's very abusive.
You got a pretty brutal woman, dude.
Could you say all the positive things about me?
Oh, make it up?
Geez, you don't have to show my underwear.
These people talk, but they don't listen to each other.
You obviously don't listen to me.
I have a lot on my mind.
I should be the first thing on your mind.
If you marry her, she will make you miserable for the rest of your life. You allow him to do what he does. You badger and nag. And you nag and you nag.
I've packed up, I've moved out, and then we get back together.
Are you a slow learner? What do you think about these three couples?
Their relationship kind of scares me.
Every problem you have now will be hugely magnified when you get married. Your children yourselves. The number one thing that causes marriages to fail, a violation of expectation. You're contaminated. Both of y'all are contaminators. Everybody is a contaminator. Now let's see how each couple contaminates their relationship with their unrealistic expectations. I shook it up a bit by giving one person in the relationship a bump in the road, like an unplanned pregnancy, to see how their partner will react. Take a look.
I have to go and tell Kaylin that I am pregnant by someone else and ask him if he's still gonna love me.
Well, hello.
Hi. I have exciting news.
Exciting.
Yeah,
We're fixed.
I'm pregnant.
Oh, yay.
Yay!
Congrats, baby.
But it's not yours. Oh, you've cheated, and we were broken up for a minute, and I went and did something. So it was an accident, and I don't want to be with that person. I want to be with you. So you don't want to be with me? You're not going to still love me if I get pregnant and it's not yours?
I don't think so. When I saw Lacey walk in pregnant and told me it's from another man, and my heart sunk, and from then on I wanted to run. It's terrible.
What?
You being pregnant.
He's cheated, and I've accepted him, so this is me cheating, and he can't accept it. I stayed, and he doesn't have enough to stay with me.
I guess I'm more of a worse person than you are.
Why?
Because I wouldn't put up with that. Sorry.
But I have put up with it.
I know. That's why I feel like
That pretty much tells me that maybe I love him more. Okay. I'm gonna go out.
Where are you going?
Away.
Sorry, babe.
I really have no idea how Stephanie's gonna react when she sees me like this. I don't know if I want to say it. Oh boy, that's what's to come. I'm about to put on the fat suit and see if she'll still love me if I'm fat and old. I'm one big man. All right. If I ever get like this, shoot me. Hopefully, the reaction's not too negative. Ready to go. Honey, I'm home. Stephanie, I've gained a lot of weight. Gotten very old. Will you still love me?
When I first saw Steve, I was really shocked. We're gonna have to work on you losing the weight.
This is how we could end up.
Yeah, well, vice versa. I could, after we have a baby, I could not be able to lose that weight.
I know.
I'm not gonna be that 115-pound girl anymore.
I know. At first, I was a little skeptical. I kind of had to think, like, what would I do? First, I did think she would probably leave.
You're gonna die if you are like that. Seriously, your heart is gonna be strained. We're gonna have to get you healthy, like gastric bypass surgery work.
I'm not afraid to lose my looks. I would be far more afraid to lose my job and not be able to support myself. Am I living under a bridge? Homeless? I smoke too. I think it'll take him a while to react, and then when he does, he'll just be blown away. Scott?
What's going on?
Well, my first reaction, she walked in the room, is, "Where have you been? Like, what's happening?"
Were you kissing?
Here, come here. It's gonna be all right.
I looked at her and I saw those yellow teeth and wondered what have you gotten into?
Yeah, I'll take you.
You will?
Yeah.
Scott reacted like I thought he would. He kind of was just like, oh, what's going on? All kind of slow to react.
Let's go get a couple Budweisers and we'll run down the trailer.
When I first saw Tim in a wheelchair, I honestly didn't know really what was going on. It's sad that he's in a wheelchair.
Are you okay with this? When Lily saw me in the wheelchair, it was kind of what I expected, but if it happened in real life, she would be crying her eyes out most likely. I can't even move my legs, so I can't even stand up to go pee or anything. You'll have to like pick me up to sit me on the toilet for every time I have to go to the bathroom and everything.
Well, I can't do that because I'm pregnant.
This is one of those things that can completely change and possibly even destroy someone's life, and it's crazy to think that in a split second this could happen to me.
Coming up, can the couples withstand their transformations, or will the changes tear them apart?
I would have to take control of his life. You're not respecting me. I would have to do a lot more things around the house.
Scott kept himself busy in the kitchen, which is not normally what he does. I think he was trying to avoid me.
Yeah, I'm knocked up by some other guy, and Kaylin won't stay with me.
I'm an idiot for staying.
And later,
You are astoundingly immature. Tantrum behavior like a 2-year-old doesn't seem self-evident unless you're some freaky narcissist that thinks it's all about you.
We now return to the Dr. Phil house.
So that hurt your feelings when I said that?
I completely
Knew I was gonna say that. I can't stand being away from you. So maybe in a month or two I'd calm down after sleeping with 47 different chicks.
And that's serious.
I know, that's a bummer.
Why do you do that, though? What makes you have to go sleep with someone when you're mad at me?
Makes me feel like I'm liked. I think we have most of the problems here. And we torment each other and are tearing each other apart, and we have to change that. Love you, babe. Whatever happens today, I'm sorry. I love you.
I do think Kaylin is the person I should be with. He is the person I love. We just need some big changes. And after those changes happen, I think he will become the man that I fell in love with again.
I'm in a hard time right now. I know I'm acting happy, but I'm torn up inside. Like, I've always been like the tough guy of the crowd. You know, I have to keep that image and like, woman, you're mine, you know? That's why I want to move. I know you can't run from your problems, but I think it would be easier starting somewhere fresh with just my family. If we get married, I would pretty much have to change my whole attitude in life. Nothing about me seems right.
For me to get married to Kaylin, I think it would take a breakdown on his part to be able to see him be sorry for what he's done, and for me to believe that he is capable of change so that all of this can end.
It's just tough. I don't know. Maybe I would. Maybe I'd give in after a while.
I know how you are. You wouldn't.
Oh, she's pregnant. Lace, are you pregnant again?
Yeah, I'm knocked up by some other guy, and Kaylin won't stay with me.
You won't stay with her?
No. It's not his blood. And I did this slip up, and I got knocked up from it, and he doesn't want anything to do with it.
And we're different people, baby. We're different.
Yeah, do you know what the difference is? I'm an idiot for staying.
Well, wait a minute, just because you cheated and couldn't get pregnant, but she cheated and did get pregnant, you wouldn't forgive? But yet, if you got somebody else pregnant, you would want her to forgive?
Sorry if you think I'm a selfish man, but that's just how I am.
The fact that you can cheat and I stay with you, but if I cheat, you're done.
Well, I'm sorry. Yes, men think differently, I believe, than women do. I mean, you guys think off emotion, we think off of logic.
Logic is going and sleeping with people.
Mistakes happen.
Eggs, this is a mistake.
Yeah, I know.
Steve, you don't look bad as an older fat guy.
What? Yes, he does.
Oh, see, I got somewhere to go.
Oh, yeah. I need a baby daddy, okay?
It would actually be harder to stay with him because I would have to do a lot more things around the house. So that would put a lot more burden on me. He can barely walk also. So, yeah, it would be hard.
Oh, my. Oh. Oh, my God.
I would never let it get that far. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would be on you to eat healthier and
Yeah,
really...
but what if I just didn't and just ate?
Then I would be in charge of doing the food shopping.
Why would I have to listen to you?
But then you're not respecting me because you're saying that you want to die.
But I'm doing what I want.
People like this die, Steve. I would have to take control of his life.
Someone want to help me get up the steps?
What happened?
I was in a bad accident. I'm paralyzed from the legs down.
Yeah, you can't get up those steps.
I know.
Turn around.
He's too fat to pick you up.
No, turn around.
We have an in the corner. He won't help you. Because he won't help me since I'm knocked up.
Oh.
You got him?
Oh.
Yeah, I got him.
There we go.
Good job.
Thanks.
Don't run over the fat guy.
Being in a wheelchair isn't exactly the most enjoyable thing. It's kind of hard to maneuver. Would you help me get dressed and put on my socks and shoes for me every day?
It'd be weird not being able to see him walk around, but people live in wheelchairs by themselves too, like I'm sure, and he would get accustomed to it and be able to help me out with a lot of things.
Wow, did you just get out of the gutter?
Well, when we walked into the kitchen with everybody else, Scott immediately started doing other stuff. And I think he was trying to avoid me. He just kept himself busy in the kitchen, which is not normally what he does.
Is there some food?
He's cutting up some pineapple.
I wasn't in avoidance mode.
I had asked you to get me something to eat, and you didn't. I had to go get my own food. You did get me a cup of coffee, and then, don't interrupt, and you looked at me and you go, do you need anything else? Like you had already given me food. I got my own food.
You always tell me if I gain weight that you're gonna leave me.
No, I didn't.
Steve, you say you always say that you can never date a fat girl. You've always said that you would never be able to date a fat girl. Yeah, I don't know how we would have sex. Like, I've never had sex with somebody that big. So I honestly don't know how that would be. Is that physically possible?
I don't know.
Here, work with me, because I can't, I know this is like not real, and I'm pregnant right now, I can't do that. You're taking this too seriously.
Honestly, I think I'd be more upset if he would have been in Steve's position. That just would bother me more.
There's a lot of things that are going to challenge marriage, but I think this would be one of the hardest things to be able to handle.
So I think I was the only one that got dumped out of this situation.
Everybody makes me sound like a bastard.
Because you are a bastard.
About a month ago, I'd probably punch you in the stomach.
I think if we were off camera and it was real, you'd punch me in the stomach.
I think if this were to happen in real life, I think we would still love each other, but he could not handle being with me. Because I think it might hurt too much.
She's my best friend. I'll always love her, no matter what. Even if she sticks a knife in me, I'd still love her.
Keep talking about it.
Coming up.
No matter what is said to you, it's yeah, but. You'd rather be right than happy. You are a right fighter, and you listen to nothing. You just have a really bad attitude. You'd pout.
You're totally singling me out, though.
It's time for me to pay them one final visit to see which couple thinks they're ready for marriage now. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Yeah? One of the things I talk about is what I call personal truth. It's what you know about yourself that you don't show with your social mask. And we put on our best face and we go out there and do the best job we can. But behind the social mask is what we really know about ourselves. If you have a damaged personal truth, if you really don't think that you deserve a really great, happy life, you generate exactly the results you believe you deserve. So each of y'all, one thing I know about you, when I see who and what you've hooked up with and settled for, I know what you believe you deserve. If you think you should get married, stand up. Some overnight cures, huh?
Amazing.
Boy, what a night of sleep won't do. Okay, everybody sit down. So, what happened? I mean, yesterday it was very clear. I am not ready to get married. And today, you're ready?
Yeah.
Man, I'm good.
Yeah, you are.
No, he definitely saw his flaws when he saw that video. He's never seen himself.
I don't usually watch stuff like that. You scared the shit out of us. He gave us an eye-opener, and so, you know, we're past that now.
What do you think your biggest risk is?
My anger.
Anybody that will attack a woman is a coward and a bully. I don't care if she throws a drink in your face and calls you. You walk away. You don't put your hands on a woman in anger, ever.
Yeah, I agree.
It hurts her, but it kills you, doesn't it? You proud of that? Of course.
No, hell no.
You're ashamed of it. And so your character, you wad your character up and throw it away every time you do it. You know, people who are mad all the time just expect the world to revolve around them, and when it doesn't, they get frustrated.
Yeah.
Your biggest problem, in my view, is you are astoundingly immature. You're basically showing tantrum behavior, much like a 2-year-old. It's just you have a bigger vocabulary, you're bigger, you're stronger, you have more ability to express it, you got to change your attitude about what you expect. You got a sense of entitlement that would seem self-evident unless you're some kind of freaky narcissist. I mean, you got to figure this stuff out before you get married. And if you can't do that, you're not ready. It's just that simple.
I am definitely a coward and a bully. I've known it for a long time, and I hate that about me. She deserves so much better.
So, would you marry him today?
Not today.
How long y'all been together, on and off?
On and off, 10 years.
10 years. You keep coming back. You keep coming back. Because that is exactly what you believe you deserve. He got violent, you're still here. He cheated, you're still here. You just keep settling.
He was never violent until I got pregnant with Kaylee.
No matter what is said to you, it's yeah, but. Well, yeah, but he didn't do that till I was pregnant. Well, yeah, but he didn't do that. You got an excuse and a comeback for everything, and you listen to nothing. And you'd rather be right than happy. You nag, and you provoke, and you create problems because you are a right fighter. And that doesn't justify what he does, but, I mean, it would piss off a statue.
If Kayla and I are having a conversation, I'm trying to get my point across, that I'm right. I'm not listening.
I think we both like arguing. So if she stops that, yeah, but it'll make it easier. And then the arguing will go away, my anger will go away.
How do I get over the fact that he's cheated?
I'm not saying you should get over it, because the best predictor of future behavior is relevant past behavior. And so if he's cheated before, the best prediction is that he's going to cheat again, unless something dramatic happens.
But I won't be able to trust anything that he says.
Trusting him is all about you. It's trusting that you can deal with whatever he does. You got to believe in yourself enough to know that if he cheats on you again, you'll be strong enough to deal with it and walk away. And if you don't know that, walk away now.
I think we both have growing to do on different levels. But if we don't see progress, then it's going to be done.
So y'all think you want to get married?
Yes.
I love her.
I want to spend the rest of my life with him.
Yeah. Do you think you can happily be married to her?
If she changes.
Wouldn't you like to just be able to relax, take a deep breath? Because when you're around her, it's kind of like...
I feel like, what am I going to do wrong next?
You're getting on my nerves. You know that? You're freaking getting on my nerves.
It's not if, it's when, right? I mean,
when,
you're going to get
when.
You're going to get hell today. Because you got to give him a body check, right? And you got to test him. Because if you push him and he keeps coming back, and you push him again, he keeps coming back, then that reassures you that he really loves you, doesn't it? But that's not love, that's vanity. You just have a really bad attitude. I mean, you got a chip on your shoulder.
You're totally singling me out, though.
I've been talking to everybody but you till now. I just now getting to you. What do you mean you've been picked on? If you want to pout, then okay, I'll move on. I don't chase people. If you want my help, I'll give it to you. If you don't, I'll move on. I wasn't singling out Stephanie, but it was getting a little intense in the room, so we all took a break. Wait until you see what happened next.
I really am trying to change. I'm trying to treat you better. Did he see last night how I took care of you when you weren't feeling good? Did he see any of the good things that I do, or just focus on all the bad ones? Because, like, I just feel like a piece of right now, and I just feel so just broken. My self-esteem is worse than it's ever been in my life right now.
Yeah, but you shouldn't. You got to be able to take the criticism from him, not think he's not, like, attacking you. He's just stating what he saw.
I feel like it's both of us that need to change, but I'm being the one that's being dogged on, and it's not fair.
Yeah, I'm trying to dog on. That's all. It just started out that way.
I'm just not going to say anything so that nothing can be used against me.
Coming up.
Would you like me to tell you what you want to hear, or do you want me to tell you the truth? You are a brat. You need to get over yourself. The cost may be too high. She just may be too high maintenance. And if she is, then you got to say, I do not want to spend the rest of my life trying to climb that hill.
We now return to the Dr. Phil house.
You don't like the way I'm treating you. You don't like that you aren't being acknowledged for your growth. You don't like the fact that you're not getting kudos for the good things that you've done. So I'll just pout.
Why do you bring up so many of my bad points? And
Because I want to help you. Would you like me to tell you what you want to hear, or do you want me to tell you the truth?
No, I want you to tell me the truth.
You are a brat.
But breaking me down, but then you have to build me back up.
But you're a brat, and you keep being a brat. Look, you need to get over yourself. I see past all of that and recognize you're actually a very charming and charismatic young woman. If you would quit acting in such a bitchy way. All you're trying to do is be happy. You just want some guy to love you and value you and make you happy. Why do you have to fight so hard for that?
How do I change? I mean...
You just got to be willing to just let it go a little at a time. You don't just have him on a leash, you got him on a choke chain. You can't control him.
I think I'm scared to do that. And I'm scared to trust and then have that trust be broken.
Let me tell you something. If you trust him and if you expose yourself to him, I'll guarantee you will get hurt. When we open ourselves up to imperfect people, we get hurt.
I'm so confused right now.
It's inevitable we're gonna get hurt.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course you're gonna get hurt. He's gonna hurt you. He's not perfect. He doesn't want the pressure of having to try to be perfect and guess what it is you want. If he's gonna leave you or neglect you, wouldn't you rather know now than later? The only thing worse than being in a bad relationship for a year is being in a bad relationship for a year and 1 day.
I guess people were just afraid, really, to tell me to my face that I was a brat, but Dr. Phil wasn't afraid to tell me that. And I don't want to be that person anymore. I want to be a better person, not only to him, but to everybody else around me.
I need to actually step up and don't be so passive and speak my mind, say what I mean what I say.
I think the biggest challenge you two are gonna have if you go forward in this is fundamentally, I think you want different things. You want a very secure situation, and you want to be a rock star. And it's not what you're doing that bothers her, it's what you're not doing. And she'll never settle for that.
I absolutely think it was something that Scott needed to hear. I really like that Dr. Phil says it's not what you do, it's what you don't do that bothers her.
Do you agree that you would rather be happy, Scott, than fail with Lisa? If those are your two choices, either be happy alone or fail, spend a year with her and it fail, you'd rather skip that year, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, absolutely. But there's something inside her that I want to interact with this in my life.
The cost may be too high. She just may be too high maintenance. She may want too much. And if she is, then you got to say, that's a hill I can't climb. I do not want to spend the rest of my life trying to climb that hill just to get up there to find out that's just a plateau. It really gets steep now. If that's the deal, you don't want to do it. You have to decide if what she wants is something you can do. Because if you got to stop being who you are as an individual to be half of a couple, price is too high.
When he said she may be too high maintenance for you, I was thinking, well, does he think she is, or can that be? And despite all the things that I'm struggling with, could she be too high maintenance for me?
Do you feel like we're on the right track?
I think the biggest problem y'all got is you don't know what you don't know. Y'all are having a baby together, that'll never change. You will forever be the parents of this baby. But if you're going to be a husband and a wife, you got to be willing to really do the work.
You definitely have more clarity. Dr. Phil said a lot of things that I took to heart and that will help me.
There's a big difference between having a wedding and a marriage. Look, when you choose the mate, you choose the consequences. And I want you to say one or two things a year from now. I want you to look back and say, boy, oh boy, that Dr. Phil, he helped me dodge a bullet in my life. Because I was getting ready to make a huge mistake. Or I want you to say, wow, you know, that Dr. Phil, he gave us a wake-up call, installed an emotional compass for us and got us on the right road because we were going down a real rocky road. And now it's just pretty paved. It ain't perfect, but it's paved.
I think when Dr. Phil said in a year from now you're going to be this or this, I really think he put us on the right track. and he's gonna continue to put us on the right track. And I think that's awesome that he's doing this for people.
When we started, we just couldn't see eye to eye on some things, and now I see some light down the road and working on that stuff in me.
We plan to follow through with, the tools that we've learned, and hopefully we'll get better and be a better couple.
As long as our relationship changes and gets better. Because if it doesn't get better, there's no way we can get married.
But we do still have a lot to learn after we leave the Dr. Phil house, and we haven't been through all the ups and downs that people go through, but that doesn't mean we can't handle them.
I don't think we'll ever end up like any of these couples.
Coming up, Dr. Phil has one more bombshell for the couples.
Oh my God, we have...
The couples have been working really hard for the past 3 days to see if they are ready to say their I do's. Now, I put them through several challenges to test their relationship. All the couples worked really hard as a team and won some great prizes that will help them build their futures. That is, except for Steve and Stephanie. So I had something special for them, too. There was a couples challenge.
Oh, that was fun.
You two won that one fair and square. But you guys didn't win. Y'all quit.
I feel like if we had a problem, we should have finished and then discussed it. We did forfeit.
I tell you what, we are going to send you to one of the top spas in the entire nation. It's the Lake Austin Spa Resort, which is absolutely unbelievable. We're going to send you there, all expenses paid, for a terrific vacation.
Oh my God, thank you.
You guys, there is a reward for all that hard work. Y'all are going to take a ride with me. Got my car out back, we're going to go take a ride. Okay.
I thought he was going to take us around town, show us some of his hot spots.
Yeah. I'm going to take you guys for a ride. Actually, instead of taking you for a ride, I think I'll just give you guys a ride. So your prize for winning the couples challenge is you each win a brand new car. These are Hyundai Santa Fe's, and they are way cool. They're really amazing cars.
That's amazing. Thank you. We won a car!
Yeah.
When Dr. Phil told us that those cars were for us, and I was so overwhelmed and overcome with emotion and gratitude.
So go take a look at them. These things are way cool. They're Hyundai SUVs.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. It's like so beyond. Oh my gosh.
I
Is
love
this
it.
even real?
Can you believe it? Oh,
I've always dreamed of winning a car. You know when you go to Vegas and you see all those cars sitting on the top up there and you're like, oh, why can't that happen to me? It just happened, babe.
Can you believe this? Aren't you glad we came to Dr. Phil's show now?
Thank you, that's
Awesome.
thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
All right, man. Thank you.
What a car! That's insane.
Winning a car is wild.
We did not expect to win a freaking vehicle.
If you guys do decide to get married, we're trying to give you as much of a running start and take as much financial pressure off of you as we can. Well, how much fun is that, huh?
Thank you so much. You're wrong. Thank you.
I still feel like I'm dreaming it.
Maybe you are.
Now they're gonna be really pissed that they lost.
Let's not
They
go
were mad
there.
before.
Let's not go there.
Should we tell them?
No.
Coming up, when Steve learns what the other couples won,
What'd you guys win?
Nuh-uh.
will he lose his
Cool.
I don't know, in my room. What's the show called? The Biggest Loser?
We now return to the Dr. Phil house.
Even if we didn't get that spa, I am so happy that we can actually hopefully be a normal, loving couple.
I hope they're not gone very long.
They're probably going to eat.
Yeah, they probably are going to eat. I'd like to go hang out with Dr. Phil. That's pretty damn cool.
So they get to go meet like movie stars or something.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I've decided now that I'm grateful for everything so far, so I'm not mentioning anything about that. I'm
Yeah.
putting it behind me. You know, I knew it was going to be whatever they wanted to do, so just like...
What'd you guys win? Nuh-uh.
Oh, my gosh.
What kind?
They're Hyundai Santa Fe SUVs.
Are they nice?
They're darling.
How are you gonna get them back?
They're gonna deliver it to our house.
Oh, cool.
I'm a competitor. I like to compete. If you put me in that mode, I'll fight till the end because I want to win.
Congratulations, that's awesome.
My competitiveness turns to anger.
We don't need any more cars right now anyway.
That's awesome. That's crazy.
Do you guys just have to pay for the insurance, or is that paid for a year?
We don't know.
Oh.
Who cares? It was a gift. You don't question a gift. You just say thank you.
Well, no, I wasn't sure if they gave you, like, details or...
No!
That's cool. They're like, here's a new car, but you have to make the payments. Right? Like...
Stay angry.
Kaylin, we just...
Hold on in my room. What's the show called? The Biggest Loser?
I don't want to rub it in too much. I feel like we're rubbing it in, but...
Well, we have to tell him. What a car! Can you believe that?
And a TV.
It's a car!
So, wow, that is a really big prize.
Why are you acting this way?
I don't know. I'm just angry. If I compete and I feel like I'm cheated, I'm going to be mad. I'm just angry. I'm tired. I'm very laid back, but when it comes to competition, I'm going to get upset. And, you know, maybe a little too upset for my own good. Everything was going against me. It was just too upsetting.
We were on a bumpy road, and we were falling off. Dr. Phil put us on the right track.
I still want intense counseling, something to help me with my everyday life, but we've received good words of wisdom, and that's the best thing, I think. I believe being with Lacey is all I want now, but if things don't get better, I hope she runs. I hope, you know, she realizes that some people just don't change.
When we meet with Dr. Phil again, I am so hoping that we'll just be happy and be like, we barely have fought at all, you know? We talk to each other, we've had a blast together. The house really helped us, you know?
I hope we adore each other. I want to feel that ultimate love.
Since living in the Dr. Phil house, Kaylin proposed to Lacey and they are planning a wedding for September. Lacey says Kaylin quit drinking and she's no longer worried about him cheating or physically harming her.
I feel so grateful that we were able to get counseled by Dr. Phil. I really, really believe that we can take what we learned and really implement it into our relationship.
Hopefully other people that are in a very similar situation get what we got out of it and move forward and have better relationships out of it also, just like us. We plan to follow up with the counseling and hopefully follow through with the wedding.
Princess Stephanie says she and Steve no longer get into heated arguments. She remains calm and says she can't wait to get married this summer.
I am so grateful for this overall experience. It's been so positive, so helpful. It was harder work than I thought it would be in a lot of ways.
I really wanted my day with Dr. Phil. In having that, you know, he kind of put the screws to me, which I'm going to let sink in and do something about. Never forget it, you know, when he turned and said that he was going to help me. That, to me, is a gift of a lifetime.
I'm absolutely glad that we did this.
As of today, Lisa says she returned the engagement ring to Scott and called off the wedding. But that could change because Lisa says it changes daily, sometimes 3 or 4 times a day.
My experience at the Dr. Phil house was a great experience. I definitely feel like I've gained a lot of information from this, and I'll be able to do a lot of things better in our relationship.
I'll be excited to come back and talk to Dr. Phil 5 years down the road. I can say, you know, look at us. Our little baby boy's about to start school and we're happily married.
Tim and Lily had their little baby boy. They named him Camden. Tim says when it warms up a little, he hopes to take Lily out on a hot air balloon and propose to her. If you are engaged or thinking about popping the question, log on to drphil.com to take my marriage readiness test. Plus, check out even more never-before-seen footage from today's show. Thanks a lot. So long.
Nice to see you all. I'm Larry Nicola from Nick's in Beverly Hills. I'm going to teach you a special dish you have to watch closely. I want 4 of the best cooks to come forward, 1 from each couple. The rest of you, see ya.
Call me when the martinis are done.
Yeah. So the dish we're going to do today is like a little mini grilled cheese sandwich. The first thing we do is take some ciabatta bread, cut it in about 1-inch squares. So we're taking a little cheese. We're going to take a morel mushroom and put it in there. We're going to put another piece on top. We're going to take the skewer, stick it in there like that. and then just put it in the pan. All you want to do is just get this melting. I'm going to be picking the best one, so I'm watching.
Hey!
Here we go. And remember, the winner gets $7,000 in GE Cafe appliances. We have 10 minutes. Go!
All right, grab the roasted bread. Put it on cutting board.
That's what we're making.
Quarters. Cut it just like that.
Well, I can't even get any bread right here.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry about that. I'm going to do instructions.
The lack of communication was the biggest challenge. He was supposed to tell me exactly what to do.
Cut this to the right size.
You gotta give me
gotta
better
follow my
directions.
instructions.
You gotta give me better directions.
No, that's good.
You're not doing very good at telling me what to do. I'll tell you that right now.
No, that's not a good piece of ham. Get the middle part, babe. All right, cut it.
I felt like she was over me. Hurry,
I love
hurry.
being able to tell him what to do for a minute and he can't talk back. Hey, turn that real quick.
Just let it go, let it go.
Hon, it's falling apart though.
Oh, little baby. Want some virgin oil?
You have 4.5 minutes.
Honey, it's a tiny thing. It was very difficult to not just be able to do the food competition myself because it's a little bit more difficult to give instruction rather than just do it.
Okay, here we go.
See, it's crunchy, isn't it? That's some good stuff.
Take a good bite there.
All of them were delicious. I have to say that the crispy bacon thing did it, so congratulations.
We worked well as a team.
I think this is our first time working as a team, really, in life. So, yeah.
Yeah, we're normally against each other.
Yeah, about everything.
So now we're actually able to work together.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Thank you so much.